Okay, guys, what's going on? Welcome again to the channel, guys. Been thinking about this a lot because sometimes we're not completely prepared to be, to exit our positions, and and this is a subject that is boring. Not a lot of people want to hear about it. Most people, they just want the pumpy, clickbait, and people click on it. I don't do much of that, honestly. I mean, my views have actually gone down. Okay, I imagine that that's probably case across, but I mean, you know, I'm not like crypto banter that puts some crazy titles and then they talk you know something else. But we're going to talk about exit liquidity. And here it says exit liquidity is the ease with which a trader can exit their position. Okay. A trader can exit their position. You can even change this to which an investor can exit their position. Okay. A trader, this is for the short term. An investor is long term, right? And so, so the whole thing about this exit liquidity means that in order for this trader or investor to exit that position, somebody else has to come in, okay, and provide that liquidity so that they can come out. And normally it's somebody that comes in later, okay, than this trader or investor goes in. Now, this happens all throughout the market, right? Whether it is a bull run, whether it is a bear market, it don't matter. This is happening, right? Where there is people that are going in, and then there's some others that go in after them, and they become the exit liquidity. Now, in the bear market, you don't see it as much as you do in the bull market, but this is what we have to try to avoid as much as we can. We will be exit liquidity. We have become exit liquidity for other people. Okay, I've lost a lot of money, and I'm sure a lot of people maybe that are listening to this video probably lost some money as well. But being exit liquidity for certain things, it's part of the space. I mean, you're going to be for somebody, but then when the time to exit really comes, are you going to be stuck holding the bags, or will you sell your position, right? Will you become the trader investor that will have to sell their position because there's other people that are saying, no, 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 this thing is going like even further than where it's at right now. We are in complete euphoria. Nothing is ever gonna go down. I mean, that was the feeling, okay, when I came in the last cycle, where it was like, oh my goodness, like, oh, this the smartest, everything that I was buying, it was just going up and up and up and up and up until it didn't, right? And so now I am going to tell you guys something that a lot of influencers are not going to tell you, and that is following an influencer, okay, can be a double-edged sword. Why? Because sometimes they will continue to say, no, this thing is going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's going, and they hold on to that narrative that is going up, going up, going up, even when they see that things are just crashing and crashing and crashing and crashing. So what I'm trying to say is influencers can help you on the way up, which most of them will, okay, because they just follow cycles, right? But not all of them will try to help you in, you know, avoiding the way down. Now, let me see if I can find a Bitcoin chart. This is just for illustration. I don't, like this is not my forte per se, right? But I want you guys to see this, right? So let's say, for some reason, it it plummets down from here, right? Which I don't think. All right, so let's say, right? So here we go. Okay, so this was okay. This was um November of 2021, right? If you found yourself, okay, in the first half in that spring of 2021, let's say, right? Let's say you would have sold here, right? Around this range. That is completely fine. Okay? You don't have to try to make it here because if you make it here, you are going to get wrecked, guys. We're all going to get wrecked. If we try to wait, if we try to time, the exact top, we're going to get wrecked. So, we if we start, I mean, you don't have to get out 100% by here, but if you're able to get, a good 75, 80% around here, well, you still have a little bit more room, to making some more gains, but very little room for round tripping your bags, right? So, so that's, what I wanted to get through you guys is, I mean, right now, some people might look at this and they might be like, "Oh man, like we're done with the bull run." They're kind of seeing this thing kind of like going down, 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 whatever. But why do I not think that way? Because we're not there yet, guys. I mean, if Bitcoin just hits $74,000, okay, as a top, then even BlackRock and them made a mistake. And I am here to tell you, BlackRock and company do not make mistakes. Okay, not in the financial world. You might think, you know, in other things perhaps, in the inhumane way of them doing the fierce way that they do business and all that. I mean, that's something else. But when it comes to finance and money, these guys put it where they see lots. And I mean lots. And I mean lots, okay, of opportunity. And so if Bitcoin, okay, hit its all-time high and it's not going to hit it again, it's not going to surpass it or any of that, then this is crazy, right? Because then that means that uh, BlackRock and everybody else, they came out on the top. They were buying, okay, 70,000, 72, 74,000. They were buying around those prices. So, because they haven't stopped. I mean, they just keep buying and buying and buying and buying. Now, what I do think is going to happen is these companies are buying so much Bitcoin, but we don't see the price moving. Why? Because most of their purchases, right, is over the counter. Like this is like behind closed doors. It's not reflected in the in the exchanges. Now, if those purchases, okay, those transactions would have happened, okay, in the open market, the same way that we buy our tokens, then you best believe that Bitcoin probably would have been at some crazy amount today. We saw how much pressure, okay, down Bitcoin had when when Germany sold all those 50,000 tokens. Sold 50,000 tokens, okay? And it put that much pressure. I mean, just think about the over 1 million Bitcoin that all those ETFs bought. Imagine how much pressure upwards that would be. It would be literally a 20x, right? 50 times 20 is a million. So 50,000 times 20 is a million. So, I mean, just think about that. Now, what I think, okay, my opinion of what's going to happen is that once we get more people into the space, right, and they start buying over the counter, when they start buying through the exchanges, we're going to see with any little buy some crazy moves, right? Because there's going to be much less tokens in circulation than the demand. So any little movement will probably drive Bitcoin's price crazy high. That is at least what I've been thinking about, what I think is going to happen. And so there's still, to me, at least, okay? Because we have to consider everything. We have to consider options. We cannot be completely, married to any narratives. We can't be completely married to any tokens. As much conviction as I have on Pepe Coin and Base AI, and I'm telling you, I have a lot of conviction. I cannot marry the token because at the end of the day, you know, we're here to make money, right? And so if not, then there's no point in being here. Right? I mean, yes, we love the projects, we love what they're doing. Will I, pull out completely from Pepe Coin and Base AI? Probably not. But if I see that there's an opportunity to make a crazy amount of money, then maybe I will. But this is something that I feel that I do owe it to my community, to you guys. And when the day comes, I will let you guys know, what my plans are. So, uh, that's my commitment to you guys. So, going with that is do not marry any narratives either. You know, can there be a left translated cycle? There could be. That would mean that instead of being a regular cycle where it finishes around uh, fall, winter of next year, right, somewhere around October. Sorry, guys, I'm a little tired. October, November of next year. If that's the case, then that's the normal cycle. But a left translated cycle could mean, okay, that the highs may come in by the end of this year, by the beginning of next year, where everything just kind of got ahead much sooner than what everybody else is expecting. And the reason why I say don't marry any narratives is because we don't know, right? And so if you start seeing way too much enthusiasm, right, the euphoria, you can feel it. Everybody around you is talking about it. Coinbase is the number one app being downloaded in the App Store and in the Google Play and all these things, and it just becomes like, oh, you know what, and Bitcoin is like around 150, $200,000 or maybe over, and you start hearing, like, no, like we're going to $5 million this cycle. I mean, start strapping it, because now we're seeing too much, and we start seeing like super parabolic moves where it's like, okay, this is, you know, those are some things that should kind of make you think, right? and start questioning. Maybe even if you don't have all the X's, okay, all the multiples that you were planning on making that cycle, start making moves. Okay. Again, not financial advice. I'm just telling you guys what I'm thinking, right? And this goes, even if this is the case, right? And I do believe that Pepe Coin could do more than 100x. But am I married to that? No, absolutely not. What if it only does a 20x from here? Okay. Like, yeah, it would be like, man, a total flop, right? Like, oh my goodness, like that's super crazy. I only did that much. But I'm better, okay? I'm better off having a 20x than round tripping my bags. This is what I want you guys to understand. Because it would be crazy for us to be buying, at this price. Let's see, where is Pepe Coin at the moment? Buying Pepe Coin at $2.66, and in the bear market, it drops down to 50 cents. I mean, we would be completely devastated. So I'd rather sell this at 40 bucks than to round trip it to 50 cents, right? Now, that's just, something for you guys to kind of have an idea, more or less, like, be moldable, right? Be able to change with the narrative, with everything that's happening. Don't stay rigid and, you know, when Ethereum goes to $100,000, that's when I'm gonna sell. Like, if it goes to 15, 20, 30, like, why not? Why not take the profits? And so that's just my way of thinking. I'm trying to hopefully be able to prepare you guys more for, what's coming, because it's inevitable. This is going to come, okay? And it's better. This is a time to prepare. Do not wait, okay, for the last moment to prepare. You will get wrecked. Trust me, you will get wrecked. Prepare now, have an exit strategy. I'm kind of giving you guys some pointers of some things that I'm thinking of doing, where perhaps I'm going to be looking at those different things, try to get a feel what's happening out in the market and all that. And, you know, I do not plan on selling the very top because I have no idea, and nobody has an idea when that's going to be. But I am very willing to start taking profits when I start seeing at least some decent gains, okay? And don't feel bad in doing that. If you come out completely, okay, before the top is in, and you still see things going up, but you've made very significant amount of money, life-changing money perhaps, don't feel bad. If you need to just shut off the computer, shut it off, delete, the coin market cap app and all that. Don't follow any of that, so you don't have the urge to FOMO in, because then you will, I promise you 100%, you will become exit liquidity. And all that money that you put in at the very end, you will probably lose it. I don't know how long some of you guys have been in this space, but I'm sure that if you guys have been here for some time, this has probably happened to you. It has happened to me many times where I've gotten some very good returns on something, and then I'm like, oh man, but this thing continues to go up, and then I go ahead and I put some more money in, and guess what? I practically lose almost everything. So why? Because I didn't stick to my plan. I became somebody else's exit liquidity. Don't let that happen to you guys. So anyways, I know here it says July 23rd. I am recording this yesterday, per se, right? but I just thought that I get this out of my chest because I honestly, guys, I want you guys to succeed. I know there's a lot of channels there that they do want to help you succeed, but sometimes those same channels, we become extra liquidity for those same channels. Um, I'm being as upfront as I can. I do want to see every single person that subscribe to the channel that is supporting the channel. I want you guys to actually succeed. At the end of the day, I want to finish with this thought. Why did you come into the cryptocurrency? And think about that. Think what drove you here. What are you looking for here? Okay, what's the end game for you? See, for me, the end game is hopefully make life-changing money where I can actually put my family at a better spot financially, right? Maybe perhaps buy some land, um, you know, I don't know, something off the grid or something, I don't know. The world is becoming completely unstable, and, you know, the, you know, we see more and more things day in and day out, right? And so hopefully this serves me, as an opportunity to get out of the rat race, and be able to do something, something where it places my family for success, not just for tomorrow, but for a year from tomorrow, for 10 years from tomorrow, for 20 years from tomorrow, you know, and that continues to be my drive, right? I'm here for a purpose. And in that midst, um, I've also, um, I decided to start this channel because I know that there's a whole bunch of people out there like me that they're tired, man. They're tired. The 9 to 5 is killing them. Uh, you kill yourself, working the 9 to 5, and inflation is killing your bank account. If you have any savings, forget it. Like whatever you were able to buy, 5 years or 10 years ago with $100, you're lucky if you buy 1/4 of those things now, right? So in other words, the government is deliberately just making everybody poor, and poorer and poorer and poorer. And so, you know, and I embarked in this journey. And when I started the channel, I wanted to bring as many people to the other side with me as I could. And so that's the reason why I'm here. Um, whatever I speak to you guys in any of these videos it comes from the heart, really, and it's things that I invest in that I think have plenty of potential, and they're the ones that I tell you guys do your homework. If you come down with the same conclusion, then by all means go ahead, man. But that's something, that's your own decision. My situation is not the same as yours, and so but all I want you guys to know is that I honestly want to help you guys succeed. And I will do that all the way through the end. And so, once I feel like it's a good time for me, okay, to exit, I will let you guys know and I will exit. So, but the whole point is, don't lose sight of why you are here. That will continue to keep you focused. Build your convictions on anything and everything that you are investing in. And do not do not become exit liquidity. Most people are not gonna care a lick about this video because it's not flashy enough. This is the boring stuff. But I assure you, this is probably the most important video I have ever made. This right here is probably the most important alpha that will help you succeed. Anyways, guys, thank you for your patience day in and day out. Thank you for, again, supporting the channel. If you think this is good information, perhaps invaluable information, and you wish to share it with someone else, please do so. It does help the channel. And what can I say? Subscribe. Hit the like button. Smash it with all your might. And none of this is financial advice. I have to say that, guys. It's not financial advice. It's financial advice for me. If I were to invest, those are all the things that I would do. So, I shall see you in the next video. Take care. Star out. Peace out, yo.